Okay, I'm feeling good. I gotta get ready for this date. What fragrance should I wear tonight? I'm gonna need something warm and spicy. This fragrance is warm and spicy. That's warm and spicy. You know, that's also warm and spicy. But this one here is warm and spicy. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna apply all of them at the same time. There comes a time in every collector's life where we make purchases that are redundant. We have 5 fragrances that serve the exact same scenario, and then you find yourself on eBay trying to sell half your collection because you already have 8 other barbershop fragrances. This video will serve the purpose of you not buying similar fragrances, similar in terms of functionality. They're not necessarily clones of each other, but they are fragrances that will make you wonder, why did I purchase this when I already have this other popular fragrance? Also, by the time you are watching this, our fragrance course, where we teach you how to become a fragrance expert in 23 minutes, will be live. The link will be in the description below. Let's get into the main video. Class is in session. First up, most people, when they want to buy a date night fragrance, they might look at the Azzaro Wanted line. Azzaro Wanted by Night was an improvement over the original, in my opinion, as well as the Spice Bomb line. Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum was an improvement over the horrendous release of the Eau de Toilette. However, these have similar functions, and a lot of people say they smell very similar. I don't think they're clones at all, but they both focus on this slight bad boy date night or clubbing fragrance that focuses on cinnamon and tobacco. Wanted by Night is more sharp and bubblegum-like, whilst Night Vision Eau de Parfum focuses more on the spices and more on this pistachio note that's listed on Fragrantica. It's more nutty, smooth on the dry down. I really don't think you need to own both of these. I think Wanted by Night is overrated. I prefer Night Vision Eau de Parfum, but for me, they're both just decent fragrances. Focusing on a similar theme, for our date night fragrance, everyone knows the Jean Paul Gaultier line is very sexy, as well as the La Nuit de l'Homme line, both iconic classics. The new release of Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mâle Le Parfum is a good cardamom-based date night fragrance. The original La Nuit de l'Homme is also a cardamom-based date night fragrance. Unfortunately, everyone knows that La Nuit de l'Homme has been severely reformulated. The performance is not good. However, I still prefer the scent profile of this. It's cardamom-based, it's sweet, sexy, but balanced with some freshness. It's piercing, woody, whilst Le Mâle Le Parfum is all cardamom, vanilla. It's more smooth, more sweet, but more linear. It doesn't have as much complexity as La Nuit, but it definitely has better performance. Some people prefer the scent profile of this regardless. I would say try them both out in the shop and see which one you prefer. You do not need to own both. Let's go on to niche. Over here I have the ever popular full bottle of Baccarat Rouge 540, the Eau de Parfum, which definitely inspired Mancera's Instant Crush. Baccarat Rouge is legendary. It's a very high-class, elegant fragrance with a simple concept. It sort of smells like a sexy, warm, sugary, woody second skin with very high-quality ingredients. Overall, I do think this is overpriced, but I can't deny for a special occasion or date night fragrance, this is one of the best. Instant Crush by Mancera, I wouldn't say it's a clone, but I would definitely say it's inspired. Similar to how Cedrat Boisé was inspired by Aventus, but it's still Mancera's own take on the DNA. As soon as you spray this fragrance, you realize it has a similar DNA to Baccarat Rouge, but it's got this more floral, creamy take on the DNA. It's got this rose note, which makes it a little bit more feminine, but overall, both these fragrances are unisex. For a cold weather special occasion fragrance, go for BR, but if you want something that's more casual, I can see someone wearing Instant Crush to a nightclub, for example, then go for Mancera's take on the DNA. Do you want to go fancy or casual? Choose one and stick to it. And of course, we can't have a fragrance video without talking about blue fragrances. Dior Savage, a lot of people have it. It's a very safe, daily wear, versatile fragrance with good performance. YSL Eau de Parfum serves a very similar functionality. In my opinion, unless you're an avid collector, you really don't need to own both of these. One is sharp and fresh in a spicy, peppery way. One is sharp and fresh in a herbaceous way. So whatever you like, I would say stick to one of them and then diversify your collection in other ways. Also, I've tried the new YSL Le Parfum. It's a lighter take on the Eau de Parfum with more aldehydes. It's less herbaceous. In my opinion, it doesn't have as much personality. I still think the Y EDP is the best version, but I do have Eau Fresh on the way. I'll let you guys know what I think of it. In 2004, Jacques Paul, Chanel's exclusive perfumer, made Chanel's Allure Homme Sport. This is an iconic DNA. It's a citrus aquatic with a musky, woody base that gives an overall very clean and fresh impression. Alberto Marias made Versace Pour Homme a few years later. It has a very similar scent DNA to Chanel. Again, not necessarily clones. This is more focused on white floral, smelling clean, bright and piercing, whilst Allure Homme Sport is a bit more smooth, woody and creamy. Although this has slightly better performance, some people prefer Versace Pour Homme scent DNA. Again, they're both compliment monsters, easy to wear mainly in the summertime, but you could wear them both all year round as school or office fragrances. Try both, pick one. And that's the conclusion of this video, guys. I hope this helps you save money. Let me know, would you like to see a part 2? And are there other fragrances in your opinion that are redundant if you already own something else? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments below and check out this video where I rate your hidden gem fragrances. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Class dismissed.